This is the ETFE ECOFLOW Solar Generator River 2 Pro 768 kWh portable power station. What you have here is a boxy, tough-looking unit with a matte black finish, a clear digital screen up front, and a solid, easy-grab handle across the top. The solar panel is foldable with a sturdy kickstand, and when paired together, these two give you a real sense of freedom and flexibility, whether you're into camping, van life, or just want some backup power at home. I was honestly a little skeptical about how something so compact could offer so much power and last so long. There are a lot of products out there that promise great battery life or fast charging, but from my experience, many don't really deliver, especially when you put them to the test in actual outdoor situations. So I took the River 2 Pro on a couple of trips to test how it holds up for charging basics like phones and tablets, but also for some power-hungry appliances, and to just see how simple it really is to use. If you're brand new to power stations, this review is meant to help you understand what to expect in actual use, not just on paper. Let's talk about the key features that stand out to me before getting into how it's performed in real life. The River 2 Pro packs a 768 kWh battery, which basically means you can run or charge multiple devices for hours before having to think about plugging back in. The numbers might seem abstract, but here's an easy way to get it. I was able to charge my laptop, a camera, 2 phones, and even keep a small cooler running together during a daytime hike and picnic, and still had about a third of the battery left. The power station also supports output up to 800 watts, with a short X-Boost mode that lets you surge up to 1600 watts for high-draw appliances. In my opinion, that's plenty for running things like a kettle, a coffee machine, a mini fridge, or some camping lights all at once. What caught my attention is just how quickly it recharges. Using a regular wall outlet at home, this thing went from 0 to 100% in a little over an hour. ECOFLOW says 70 minutes, and from my experience, that's pretty spot on. There's a real advantage here if you use it a lot or you need to top it off quickly before heading out. If you're off-grid, the 160-watt solar panel included in this bundle didn't disappoint either. On a clear day, I easily got close to the advertised input, around 140 to 150 watts going straight into the battery, which charged the River 2 Pro from about 30% to full in roughly 5 hours. For beginners, watt is just a measure of how much electrical power you're using or producing at once. So the higher the panel's number, the faster you can refill your battery, as long as the sun is good. What's cool about the solar panel is it's not overly heavy, folds small, and has its own bag and kickstand. It's got a weatherproof design too, so I had no problem using it on wet grass or under some light drizzle. I think the versatility of charging options is also worth pointing out. Besides solar or wall charging, you've got the option to juice it up from a car socket or through USB-C, which is handy if you forget an adapter or want to use a different cable. For daily use, having 4 AC outlets, a couple of USB-Cs, one being bidirectional for faster charging or output, and classic USB-A ports is huge. I found myself running a small projector, charging my drone batteries, and keeping a fan running all evening without worrying about overloading the unit. The River 2 Pro includes a helpful display up front, which shows exactly how much wattage you're pulling or putting in, and how much time you've got left at current use. Perfect for keeping track during long days away from any power source. For safety and longevity, it uses LiFePO4 lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are way safer and last longer than normal lithium-ion batteries. ECOFLOW rates it for about 3,000 cycles, or nearly 10 years if you're using it regularly. I've only had mine for a few months, but already I've noticed less drop-off in performance compared to other stations I've tested. Anyone who worries about batteries swelling or overheating can appreciate the smart battery management system the company puts inside. The River 2 Pro also comes with a super bright LED light, which turned out more useful than I'd expected, especially on a trip where my tent lantern ran out. The whole setup weighs about 17 pounds, which isn't exactly ultra-light, but is definitely portable for a power station in this class. It fits under a car seat or at the back of an SUV, and the handle makes moving it around straightforward, even for someone like me, who's usually carrying a bunch of other gear. I wouldn't recommend hiking with it, but it's an easy grab-and-go for car camping, RV trips, or even moving around your backyard if the power goes out. Speaking of power outages, I actually put the River 2 Pro to the test at home during a brief outage. It kept my Wi-Fi router, laptop, and a lamp going for several hours with juice to spare. I can see how this would be super helpful in emergencies, If you live somewhere with unreliable power, I'd recommend this for basic home backup, so you're not left in the dark. Just remember, something like this won't run big appliances like a full-size fridge or a heater for long, but it has no problem with essentials. On the downside, from my experience, while the River 2 Pro claims to run high-wattage devices briefly, it's still best used for moderate loads. If you're running a microwave or electric grill, expect the battery to drain pretty fast. The stated capacity, 768 Wh, is solid, but if you need something for multi-day use with heavy equipment and no sun for charging, you'll probably need a bigger backup or extra panels. I also noticed only one AC outlet is fully active at peak loads, unless you arrange your devices carefully or get an expansion module, which adds to the cost. Setting up the ECOFLOW app wasn't as obvious as I thought. It took a bit of refreshing and experimenting to connect to the power station and to figure out the real-time monitoring. But once set up, it became a useful tool for keeping an eye on battery health and controlling output or updating firmware. If you're new to power stations, the app could look a little busy at first, but the essentials are intuitive after a few tries. The overall build quality feels strong, thick plastic, solid buttons, and no weird flexing or rattling. I've banged it around a bit on gravel and inside the trunk, and so far, it's held up perfectly without any scuffs or dents. In conclusion, from my experience, the ECOFLOW Solar Generator River 2 Pro with the 160-watt solar panel is a practical power solution that really does what it says. It recharges fast, runs most essentials or camp gadgets without any trouble, and is easy to carry along on trips or set up at home for backup. It's perfect for people who want a straightforward, no-fuss power station that just works, whether you're a hobbyist, a camper, or someone who just wants extra peace of mind for outages. The included solar panel adds a great layer of freedom, especially for those who don't want to rely totally on wall charging. If you want a dependable portable power station with easy operation, quick recharging, and enough outlets for all your core devices, I'd recommend this for just about anyone getting into off-grid power. Think about your needs. If you need heavy multi-day backup or ultra-low weight for hiking, there might be options better suited. But for most folks, this bundle offers peace of mind and performance. If you found this quick review helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below if you have any questions or want to share your own experience. Thank you for watching.